Hello, math friends. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how you multiply mixed numbers. Remember, 7th grade math, everything can be positive or negative land. Hopefully you're feeling positive. All right, let's take a look at a problem. I might have the mixed numbers 4.5 times a negative 3 2/3. So first thing that I'm going to do when I multiply mixed numbers is I'm going to go to improper fractions. Go ahead, change them up, make them both improper. Okay? So if I look at 4.5, I change it to an improper fraction. I'm going to go 4 wholes with 2 in each one. 4 times 2 is 8 plus another 1 gives me 9 halves times 3 wholes with 3 in each one. 3 times 3 is 9 plus another 2 gives me 11. And this one is negative thirds. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look to reduce. So I'm going to look and see my two numerators, 9 and negative 11. Do they share any common factors with 2 and 3? And what I'm thinking is, yes, 9 and 3 share a common factor of 3. So I'm going to go ahead and divide it out. So 3 divided by 3 gives me 1. And 9 divided by 3 gives me 3. And my next step is I'm going to rewrite. I have 3 over 2 then times negative 11 over 1. I'm going to go ahead and multiply. And you just multiply straight across. 3 times negative 11 gives me negative 33, and 2 times 1 gives me 2. Now this is improper, so I'm going to want to bring that around to a mixed number. And when I do that, I'm going to go ahead and say how many 2's are there in 33? There are 16, and it's a negative with 1 left over. So I end up with 16.5. And I'm done. I end feeling a little negative, but I'm positive that I did it right. So the other thing you might be thinking is, why in the world do you have cookies and carpet at the bottom of the page? Well, let me tell you a little something. One of the places where I think about multiplying mixed numbers, where are the word problems that you're going to see it? You might see it in baking problems. Like if I were to tell you that this recipe for chocolate chip cookies calls for 4.5 cups of flour, and I want to make 2 batches of it. How much flour do I need? There would be a place. Or it could come in with area. Like if I'm going to carpet a room and the room is 9.5 by 10 3/4. Now I'm going to have to go ahead and multiply those mixed numbers in order to find the area of the room. So 2 real life applications, like where do I use this? This is where baking, area, 2 spots. But just keeping in mind that in 7th grade, of course, we can always have the positives and the negatives. Super awesome! That's how I hope you're feeling about multiplying mixed numbers.